One traditional way of life where nothing would ever go to waste is crofting. Today, the majority of crofters are over 50 years of age, and the government is keen to encourage young people into this way of life. Sarah went to Rogart in Sutherland to meet the crofter having to learn her trade from scratch.
Maddie Norval, at only 25, is less than half the age of the average crofter. But she is not only a young crofter, she is also new to crofting. Just over a year ago, Maddie and her partner Rob bought Tighnaneun croft.
Our boundary's that crag.
Maddie is giving me the grand tour of the 65-acre croft.
What made you want to become a crofter?
Well, we had this dream of a self-sufficient lifestyle where we could grow our own food and live off it. And that's what inspired us to try and start this mad enterprise. And then eventually when we found this piece of ground, it had this word croft associated with it, so we had to start doing all our research into what a croft was and found that it matched the lifestyle perfectly, the self-sufficient lifestyle that we wanted. It ticked all of the boxes. We were like, crofting, that's what it was that we wanted to do, crofting. We became crofters.
Here you are, with your own croft.
Yep.
So why did you choose to become a crofter and not, say, a small-scale farmer?
This piece of land is a croft. It's a legal definition. It's actually part of the crofting law that this is a croft. So I couldn't just call myself a farmer or a smallholder.
So you were officially a crofter?
Officially a crofter.
There isn't a handbook how to be a crofter, so the young couple have had to learn on the ground. Robin Calvert has been a crofter for nearly 30 years. His croft is a few miles away and he is a regular support for the newbie crofters.
Hello. Hello, how are you doing?
Crofter to the rescue.
Thanks.
Starry had her calf Una just a few weeks ago and Robin has been called in for advice as Maddie thinks the new mum may have mastitis.
Have you tried milking the quarters out?
Tried milking the back ones out a little bit.
Just see if you can get a squirt out of everything.
Okay.
There's milk out of there, so there's no problem in that one. Which quarter are you worried about?
It was this one.
That one on the back. There's a lot of milk in there. Let's try the other two before we go any further.
Okay.
You get any milk there?
I think I'm just getting a little bit.
Yes, that's fine.
With no sign of infection, Maddie is reassured by her crofting mentor.
You've come to Maddie's rescue somewhat because, I mean, Maddie was unsure of what was going on. I mean, how much do you enjoy, I suppose, sharing your expertise and knowledge with a new crofter like this?
But no, it's if you can help anybody there. I mean, that's what crofting's about. That's what crofting's entirely about, is helping each other, because if you didn't help each other, because the nature of crofting, you'd never get anywhere.
What do you think about the sort of new way of crofters like Maddie and Rob are coming in from outside the industry?
It's got to be a very good thing. Unless you get new entrants coming in with new ideas, then crofting itself's going to die out. It's hard enough to make it work at all, particularly in the old traditional methods. And to be seeing something like these new Shetland cattle coming in, which are sort of breaking the mould a bit up to what most people keep, it's possibly a good way forward.
So what have been the biggest challenges you've encountered?
Well, we had a real disaster with a cow and a calf last year.
I remember that.
Yeah. The cow gave birth, but the calf didn't get up within the first 24 hours actually, before it actually got up. And it was a freezing cold night. And when it did eventually get up, it just wouldn't suck. So Robin lent us a calf bottle, and we went to the vets and got colostrum and things, but the calf just didn't pull through.
So things have gone wrong?
Yeah. Heartbreakingly wrong as well, because we actually ended up losing the cow as well. She just started going downhill after that, and the vets couldn't work out what was wrong with her. We had 3 different vets on trying to find out what it was that was wrong with her.
And Robin, I suppose from a crofting point of view, when you've got a small herd and a limited amount of land, you know, losing a cow and a calf is pretty big.
Absolutely, yes. Yes, the impact, and as you can see with Maddie, they get very a lot closer to your cows and you want to get a few. You get to know them a lot better. They become part of the family, really.
Today, Maddie and Rob are selecting the lambs that are ready to go to Dingwall. In the crofting tradition, they have called in another neighbour to help. Once they have the lambs penned, it's time to choose the lambs for the slaughter.
So I'll go for this.
The big one there. Well done, Maddie.
Oh, this one's massive!
That's a biggie. Is this the first time you've sent lambs away?
Yeah, this is the first batch we've sent away from this year's lambs. It's really weird because we've like helped them grow up from tiny wee cute lambs, and now here they are, like these hulking great big boys.
How do you feel about sending them to slaughter?
Kind of mixed. Like, it's cute wee lambs. We put everything we have into raising them. But I'm just so excited to eat them. It sounds ghoulish, but I think they're just going to be delicious.
Needs must.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, next one.
Right.
I'm not even out of breath. Should we get that branch?
Here we go. Have you got all the papers?
Yeah.
Document. Cool. Okay.
See you, Rob.
luck.
Cheers. So, final thoughts?
It's weird seeing them going off, but it's really exciting because it's our first big step towards proper self-sufficiency.
I mean, your dream is to be self-sufficient,
Yeah.
so how close are you to achieving that dream?
We're actually quite a ways off, really. I mean, in reality, we haven't got the polytunnel up. We still don't have a shed or utilities or anything, but at least we're sending away our first few lambs.
So, small steps.
Small steps towards big gains.
Gotta give them a wave. Crofting is not an easy option by any means. It's a tough way of life. Whether you inherit the family croft or you're new to the community like Maddie and Rob, young people are vital to secure its future.
And we wish Maddie well as she gets to grips with croft.